Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan James and I'm a mindset coach that likes to specifically focus on relationships, and in this podcast I'm going to be talking about why you need to stop repeating the old story of the circumstances that are going on, how you're feeling powerless, how everything has unfolded. And the first thing that I want to talk about here is understanding why you continue to repeat the old story. So as I've spoken on my channel, the way your conscious awareness is formed comes from your subconscious beliefs. So what you subconsciously feel and believe is true and what you are going to experience. So when you find yourself continuing to repeat the old story or focusing on circumstances, it is because you have beliefs within your subconscious mind that this is real, that it's not going to change, that you're not going to be able to get through this, that it's impossible, that it's difficult. And what you need to recognize is you need to change those beliefs first. I am able to achieve, I am receiving, the answers and the inspiration are coming to me now. I'm feeling relaxed, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling knowing, I am allowing, I am experiencing the reality that I desire, everything is working, I feel great, I don't need to try to make this happen, there's no need, there's no grasping. I am creating the feeling of love, I am creating the feeling of abundance, I am creating the feeling of being completely rich in my reality, and I'm feeling really good. You need to get those beliefs in alignment first, because that is going to be what causes you to stop manifesting into your conscious awareness, the focus on the circumstances, and the repeating of the old story. Okay? Now, shifting these beliefs, as you do this, you're going to want to start to step in and consciously quiet that story anytime that you notice it popping up in your head. And you want to do this in a very relaxed and a very gentle way, because you have to see, as I talked about in my video, which I'm linking in the right hand corner, whatever you're consciously thinking, whatever is consciously being brought into your awareness is coming from your subconscious beliefs. As you work on changing these subconscious beliefs, you also need to be aware at the same time of not entertaining these contradicting thoughts or making yourself feel bad for having these thoughts, okay? Because the moment you shift your subconscious beliefs, these circumstances are going to change, okay? Your perception is going to change. And if you're hard on yourself, or you're fearing like, oh my gosh, I can't stop thinking about this, or I hope this doesn't create my reality, that judgment and making yourself feel bad for it is going to just make this process harder. Be unconditional with yourself, be understanding with yourself, focus on these new beliefs, and anytime that you have the story pop up, just tell yourself, I'm trusting, I'm letting this go. This is changing. I feel good. I am confident with where my life is going. I'm confident that I am seeing the change. Everything is coming to me now. You also need to recognize that spiraling on the story and repeating it over and over and over again and trying to figure out what and trying to figure out how and trying to figure out like the circumstances and how they feel so real and how it's happening in your reality right now is just not healthy for you. It's not good for you. Okay, everything is subject to change, and change can occur very quickly. And I understand when you're in a difficult situation and you want to see these changes happening, it can feel difficult to say, well, how am I supposed to stop thinking about this? This is my reality. I get that, but you have to see that the only reason why you're focused on them is because you believe and feel they're not going to change. For manifestation to occur, you need to show up differently. Okay? And think about this logically. How can I come to an outcome that is desirable? How can I get the answer that I want if I'm always focused on what I don't want? Think about this logically, okay? And I'm a science major, right? I'm going to school as a biochemistry major. I'm going to school to be a doctor. And one of the biggest things that we focus on in science is the only way that you can get to the answer is to work through the problem and not focus on the mistakes or focus on the problem itself, but get closer and closer and closer to the answer. So in order to get closer and closer and closer to your answer, to manifesting what it is that you want, you need to entertain the correct beliefs and entertain the feeling that you would have if you were in the reality and the circumstances that you desire. Also, I'm going to link in the top right corner the video where I talk about the number one skill that you need to have in order to manifest whatever it is that you want in your reality, which is the ability to emotionally self-regulate. So when you are focusing on these circumstances and repeating the story, you're not emotionally self-regulating. You're repeating all the things that are in your way, and it's putting you in a really low state of being. You need to step in and affirm in and affirm in, first off, the beliefs that you need to have in order to achieve what it is that you want to experience, that target your limiting beliefs that are creating these thoughts and this focus on the circumstance, but then also soothe yourself into a really good feeling. You can do that. You don't have to continue to not feel good. You can choose to feel whatever you want to feel in whatever moment. So feel love, feel happiness, feel abundance, feel like it's coming to you now, feel happy, be confident. Do not allow the story, I don't care how many times you've had this pattern occur in your life, I don't care how many people it's occurred with you with, I don't care how many times you've gotten the money and lost it, I don't care how many people have told you no, none of it matters. Stop focusing on it, okay? It's difficult, so to speak, because you have these limiting beliefs that are manifesting it into your consciousness, but as you're changing these beliefs in your subconscious, you also want to step in and stop focusing on it consciously as well. The way that you do this is by consciously affirming in the beliefs and getting into that feeling state, okay? If this is not making any sense, please book coaching with me. I promise it's logical. I promise it makes sense. This is psychology. This is how your self-concept and your self-image works. You need to be the version of yourself that can manifest what it is that you want to create. And the only way you're going to do that is by changing what you're feeling and changing what you're thinking, okay? It's logical. It makes sense. You're the common denominator. You need to change in order for the change to occur, okay? I love you all so much. I know you're going to be successful. This is that little kick in the butt that you need, that little reminder. Anytime you want to repeat the story, ask yourself, what belief is causing me to focus on this? What am I not believing in? What am I worried about? What is the core foundational belief here? And how do I need to shift what I'm feeling so that I don't cycle on this story? Because it's powerless, it means nothing, the circumstances don't matter, everything is subject to change, and I'm going to be the change that I seek to experience, period. All right? I'll see you all later.